magical objects from Philosopher's Stone that became important later. From scruffy hats to rare enchanted heirlooms, Harry's first year at Hogwarts is full of magical items that will prove very significant in the years to come. Here are a few of them. Spoilers abound. Dumbledore's Deluminator. Deluminator is the very first magical object we see in action. In Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, it is referred to as a put-outer, and Dumbledore uses it to turn off the street lamps in Private Drive. At that point, who could guess that this rare item would become so important? If it wasn't for the additional magical properties of the Deluminator, later left to Ron in Dumbledore's will, Ron would never find Harry and Hermione again in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And given that when Ron finds Harry, he's about to drown in a pursuit of a Horcrux, arguably that Deluminator saves Harry's life. Harry's wand. Another object that becomes instrumental in Harry's life is the wand he discovers in Ollivander's shop, or rather, the one that discovers him. We get an inkling of the particular significance of Harry's wand when Ollivander reveals that the phoenix who donated the feather in wand's core, a phoenix we later learn was Dumbledore's fox, also donated a feather to the wand that became Voldemort's. Later, this relationship between the two wands is very important. The shared cores save Harry's life in the Goblet of Fire when the joining of his and Voldemort's wands bind together and create the prior incantatem effect. But back in Ollivander's shop years before, Harry had no idea what his wand's relationship to Voldemort's might mean in that moment. He just thinks of it as something that can't be helped, like his relationship to Aunt Petunia, for example. The Sorting Hat. Thanks to Ron, Harry already knows which house he wants to be sorted into, Gryffindor, obviously, and which house he definitely doesn't, Slytherin, even more obviously. What he doesn't anticipate is that this decision will be made by a hat. The Sorting Hat tries to tell Harry that Slytherin could help him to greatness, but Harry's determined, and eventually it puts him in Gryffindor. This moment comes back to haunt Harry in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets as he faces hair of Slytherin rumors and discovers a talent for Parseltongue that he shares with Voldemort. It's not until the Sorting Hat presents him with Godric Gryffindor's sword and he defeats Voldemort as Tom Riddle that he feels like a true Gryffindor. A Bezoar. A throwaway remark from Professor Snape in his first potions lesson tells Harry a bezoar is a stone taken from the stomach of a goat which, when used correctly, can save the life of a person who has been poisoned. In Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, this point is made more forcefully in Harry's heavily annotated copy of Advanced Potion Making. Scribbled in the margin on a page about antidotes are the words, "Just shove a bezoar down their throats." Harry doesn't know that these are Snape's notes, but when Ron is poisoned by some mead intended for Dumbledore, the instruction and the stock of bezoars in the potions cupboard save Ron's life. Harry's first Snitch. Given his flying ability, Harry's appointment at Gryffindor's secret seems inevitable. Less predictable is the way he helps Gryffindor secure victory against Slytherin in his first Quidditch match, catching the snitch by nearly swallowing it. This unusual method gives the snitch in question a particular significance that we don't learn until Deathly Hallows, when Harry discovers Dumbledore has left him in his will. As he hands it over, Minister for Magic Rufus Scrimgeour explains that snitches remember the touch of the fierce human to handle them. How and when Dumbledore rescued the snitch, we don't know, but Harry knows there's a reason Dumbledore has returned it. Sure enough, when he puts it to his lips, it reveals its message, I open at the close. Later, when Harry whispers, I'm about to die, the snitch opens to reveal the second of the three hollows, the Resurrection Stone, giving Harry the chance to speak with his loved ones before facing Voldemort. The Invisibility Cloak. Harry's invisibility cloak arrives as a present during his first Christmas at Hogwarts. It is a gift from Dumbledore, although Harry doesn't know that at the time, and it used to belong to his father. It's Ron who points out how valuable such cloaks are, but even he doesn't know how rare Harry's is. Because this cloak is the final Deathly Hallows, what's more, we learn Harry is descended from Ignotus Peverell, one of the three original owners of the Hallows. Legend has it that the cloak was given to Ignotus by Death, who wanted to trick the Peverells into joining them. While his brothers asked for objects with dark powers, Wise and Ignotus simply wanted to evade death. And so the invisibility cloak in Harry's possession shows no signs of age, having created to survive any curse or charm. Initially, Harry uses the invisibility cloak to get around Hogwarts in secret. So when its true significance becomes clear, it's quite a thing to think that Harry once left a Deathly Hallow on top of Hogwarts' tallest tower following a midnight rendezvous with a baby dragon.